Okay, so let's get right into it. The way we find pretty much everything online is about to be turned on its head. And believe it or not, a quarter of all web traffic is hanging in the balance. Today, we're going to break down the one strategy that will decide who wins and who loses in this new world: answer engine optimization. So what does this massive shift actually look like? Well, it all starts with this one very important number: 25%. That's the chunk of organic web traffic that by 2026 is expected to just stop going to websites and instead go directly to AI chatbots. I mean, think about it. Losing a quarter of your traffic is a huge deal. It signals what we're calling the Great Search Shift. And this isn't just some passing trend. It's a fundamental rewiring of how all of us connect with information online. This quote from IQ Marketers just hits the nail on the head. It really doesn't matter if you're number one on Google anymore. If an AI like ChatGPT or Perplexity gives someone a direct answer and your name isn't in it, you're basically invisible. So the really crucial thing to grasp here is how our expectations are changing. We're leaving the old world of show me options, where you type something in and get that list of 10 blue links. And we're entering a new world where you just want the answer. No research project, just the facts.
And if you're thinking, okay, that sounds like a problem for the future, I've got to stop you right there. This isn't some far-off concept. It is happening as we speak, and the need to adapt is very, very real.
And look, we've got the hard data to back this up. When Google gives you a normal search result page, about 15% of people will click on a website. But the moment Google adds one of its AI overviews at the top, that click-through rate gets cut almost in half, down to just 8%. Why? Because the AI already answered the question. This isn't just about clicks and traffic either. This is about serious money. The voice search market, we're talking Alexa, Siri, Google Assistant, is on track to be an $80 billion industry. And what do they all have in common? They don't give you a list of links. They give you one answer. But here's the real kicker, and honestly, the biggest opportunity. Right now, only 11% of websites are actually being cited as sources by the big AI platforms. Just 11%. That means there's this massive 89% gap just waiting to be filled by businesses who can figure out how to become the trusted go-to answer. So it's pretty clear the game has completely changed. You can't use the old playbook anymore. It's time for a whole new strategy, one that's built from the ground up for the rise of these new answer engines.
And this new strategy has a name. It's called Answer Engine Optimization, or AEO for short. The goal here isn't to rank your website. It's about making your content so good, so clear, and so trustworthy that the AI platforms choose you to build their answers from and then cite you as the source.
Let's just put it side by side. Traditional SEO was a battle to get your website to the top of a list. AEO is about becoming the answer itself. It's about your brand being delivered directly to the user, right from the AI's mouth. Okay, so that all makes sense conceptually. But the real million-dollar question is, how do you actually do this? Let's break down the main pillars of how you become the answer. It really boils down to three main things you've got to focus on. First up is your content and how you structure it. Next is the technical side of your website, making sure AI can actually understand what it's reading. And finally, you have to build the kind of authority and trust that AIs are literally programmed to look for. Let's start with content. The number one rule is simple. Answer the question right away. Don't bury the lead. Get straight to the point in the first 100 words. And then structure your articles with headers that are actual questions, like what is the best way to train for a marathon? This perfectly mirrors how real people talk to AI. All right, now for the techie part. This is where something called structured data, or schema, is a game changer. Just think of it like putting little digital labels on everything on your page. You're telling the AI, hey, this block of text is a recipe, or this part is a review, or this is a specific question and its answer. It makes your content super easy for a machine to read and understand.
And last but not least, authority. This all comes back to a concept Google has been pushing for years: EAT. It stands for expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. At the end of the day, AI models are designed to find and share the most reliable info out there, so proving you're a credible expert is absolutely essential.
Now, I know this might all sound a little complicated, maybe even a bit overwhelming, but getting started is actually easier than you think. So let's wrap this up with a few practical first steps you can take to get a leg up on the competition. Here are 3 simple, high-impact things you can literally do this week. 1. Add FAQ sections to your most important pages. 2. Use some basic schema to label those FAQs. And 3. Go back through your old posts and rewrite the headlines to be direct questions. Seriously, these small tweaks can make a huge difference.
So ultimately, this entire massive shift from SEO to AEO, from a list of links to a single direct answer, it all leaves every single one of us with one crucial question to think about. When your customers ask AI for help, will your business be the answer? That's the challenge and the opportunity of answer engine optimization.